interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air.
On the day that the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, which was the start of the war for the United States.
Had an uncle that was in the Navy, and he was stationed at Pearl Harbor. Of course, we knew he was there, in Pearl Harbor, but it happened that that day, he was out on maneuvers on the ship, so he wasn't actually in the harbor where they were bombing the ships. They were out sailing. Well, my Uncle Bill was in the war. My cousin Joe, his father was in the war. And so was my Uncle Bob. He was in the war. And I worked in a munitions factory. We were making the shell casings for the 81 millimeters, I think they were. Because there'd be spies and everything. And I know they'd have a big poster of Uncle Sam, and he'd have his finger up to his mouth, and it'd say, "Shh, loose lips thinks ships." And so you weren't allowed to talk about anything either. Everything went toward the war effort, all the metal, everything. During the war, we had a victory garden, so we planted things. The whole country was put on rations, green stamps and red stamps, and then they had for gas, and then they had the brown stamps were for shoes, and the green stamps were for like canned goods. And when the kids, our friends, got mad at us, they would throw stones at us and say, "Go home, you Nazis." That was terrible.
In the case of Japan, that war was settled when the United States developed an atomic bomb.
It killed so many people. But that ended the war with Japan. When little kids thought, Japan's finally getting what they need, It was Hiroshima.
There was a little girl running after the atom bomb in Hiroshima, and she was obviously badly burnt. It was a horrible picture.
Finally, Hitler, he knew he had to give up. But to give up, he hid himself and then ended up killing himself. I think it was quite a celebration.
Very, very happy it was over. That my brother would live.
When we saw the pictures, when they started publishing those pictures of all the people coming out of the concentration camp, that was horrible. I mean, they looked like walking skeletons. Nobody